Good morning, it's Tony at Smart Toyota. Today's vehicle video, we've got a brand new 2023 Toyota Highlander Bronze Edition. Bronze Edition is the hybrid edition of the Highlander for 2023, a special edition. So let's get started. Up front on the Bronze Edition for 2023, again, this is available only as a hybrid. And this is the 4-cylinder hybrid. So you do get the blue Toyota badge up front, silver trim all the way around the grille with that gloss black finish on the grille itself. Headlights, those are LED headlights, daytime running lights, automatic high beams, automatic on and off for those headlights. LED fog lights down here on the lower bumper, standard on the Bronze Edition. The lower part of the bumper is that matte black finish, that ABS plastic, scratch and dent resistant, easy to replace, and you don't need to paint it if you do damage it on a snowbank or what have you. Really great style on the Highlander, of course, one of the best selling mid-size SUVs in the market. Quite a few body contours in the hood here. Hopefully they show up on camera for you, but it's a little bit of an optical illusion because it's actually concaved in the middle, but the way that they design it kind of gives it a bulky or a bulge in the hood line as well. Here's a quick side profile look at the Bronze Edition. Your over fenders on here, they're the same as the front lower part of the grille there. ABS plastic, scratch and dent resistant, easy to replace as well. Now the Bronze Edition comes standard with the bronze painted cast aluminum wheels. The one thing I would have liked to have seen on here is also bronze lug nuts, but they use a chrome lug nut. And the tire on here is a little bit wider sidewall, so it does have a pretty nice feel or ride to it. That's a 235/65 18-inch wheel and tire. You can see the four-wheel disc brakes through there, anti-lock brakes, traction control, standard independent front suspension, McPherson strut. And this is the all-wheel drive edition, so the chrome all-wheel drive badging. This one does have the extra body side molding. That's this piece here. That is an extra charge. And then we have integrated mud guards up front as well on the Bronze Edition. The color on this one is Wind Chill Pearl. So that's an extra charge color coming in at 4 1/4. It's kind of a whiter diamond white on here. Outside mirrors colored to match mirror caps, LED turn signals, collapsible mirrors, so if you have a tight garage or what have you. Also we have the breakaway mirror, so if somebody clips it with a bike or a shopping cart. Blind spot monitoring, they're heated mirrors as well. And then there are puddle lights down underneath the mirrors right here. And so when you hit the keyless fob and grab the door handle, it actually illuminates down on the ground and it reads out Highlander. The windows have chrome along the bottom side here, and then matte black finish here, and then scratch resistant material here on the B pillar, which is where people usually, when they get out, they slam the door. So this is scratch resistant. Privacy glass on all your back windows. Silver roof rail tracks, and then the roof rails, these here are an extra charge. Power sliding moonroof is going to be standard on the Bronze Edition. This is the Highlander hybrid, so that's a 35 mile per gallon power plant on there. Pretty great fuel economy for a vehicle of this size. This particular one is a 7-passenger Highlander. Tail lights wrap around the edge, and they have that gloss black trim up on top. A little bit of vortex generators here, designed to reduce wind noise and help a little bit with fuel economy. Every little bit helps. Colored to match shark fin antenna, colored to match high mounted spoiler up on top here with your LED third brake light here, privacy glass, rear window defrost, rear washer wiper. The window on here does not open on the Highlander. And then because it's a hybrid, we do get the hybrid badging here. XLE is the base model for the Bronze Edition. So everything that comes standard on an XLE is standard on the Bronze Edition. Chrome Highlander badging here, backup camera, power lift gate, standard, and that does have the kick feature, so you can just kick your foot underneath it to open it, or you can use your remote keyless fob. It's also programmable. Later in the video I'll dive inside and we'll talk about the room inside the cargo area here. And then this one does have the factory installed trailer towing hitch up to 5,000 pounds. That's I think it's $7.99, and it does come with the 4-pin plug there. Also, they move the sensor over here for the kick when you have the trailer hitch, and there's a little bit of a step here, so if you need to get up top to the roof rack, that comes in super handy as well. Let's go ahead and swing around up front. We'll pop the hood and look at the hybrid engine for 2023. So under the hood, this is the hybrid power plant, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder 16 valve gasoline engine on this side, connected to a CVT automatic transmission. And then over on this side is where all the hybrid motors, componentry, all those orange cables, that's related to the hybrid synergy system. 243 combined horsepower out of this setup here. Earlier I mentioned that the trailer towing package is 5,000. That was a mistake, I'm sorry. It's 3,500 on the all-wheel drive hybrid. It's 5,000 on the 4-cylinder. So 3,500 is the towing capacity here. The engine and the transmission have a 5-year 60,000 mile powertrain warranty, and you also get Toyota Care, which covers oil changes, fluid top-offs, tire rotations. Toyota covers that under Toyota Care, plus roadside assistance for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Now the hybrid system has 2 separate warranties. The first is the mechanical warranty, and that comes in at 8 years or 100,000 miles on any of the mechanics relating to the hybrid system. The battery on the hybrid system now has a 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty, so a really good warranty package on the power plant and the all-wheel drive system. And then the vehicle itself has the standard 3-year, 36,000 mile limited warranty that Toyota includes with every new Toyota. Okay, let's go ahead and jump inside. Before we do, though, I did want to show you the door panel and what's included here. So it's kind of an all black or charcoal gray door panel. They do have some bronze contrast stitching here with Softex fabric, so it's soft to the touch. Satin finish on the door handles, a little bit of silver trim here. We do have a 2 driver memory seat, which is great, and it also controls the outside mirrors. The steering wheel is not power, though. It's a manual tilt and a telescoping. Power door locks, power windows, 1 touch up and down, and these are all backlit switches. Power mirror controls are here. There's bottle holders, puddle lights down on the door, and speakers on the doors as well. The Bronze Edition does have a, hopefully you can see this, a backlit threshold plate here, so there's an LED light there, and it's also bronze in color, kind of set it apart. Driver's seat is full power with power lumbar support, power recliner, Softex fabric seats with a cloth insert here, and more of that bronze stitching here, as well as a bronze colored racing stripe down the middle of the front seats. Height adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belts on the all hybrids, all Highlanders. Airbags built right in the seat, and so they move forward with you. Also side curtain airbags tucked up in the A-pillar as well. Across the dash there's 4 vents like this, on and off, up and down, left and right. Trip reset is here, dimmer switch for your dash lights. Just a couple switches down here on the center, or on the dashboard itself. automatic high beams on and off, 120 volt on and off, hatch release, so if you want to open the tailgate you can do it right here, little storage cubby here, and then we have your hood release, gas door release, dead pedal braking, exhaust, and the gas pedal exactly where you'd expect them. Sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat today. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel right there, so really easy to set up. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Behind the wheel of the Bronze Edition on the inside, this bad boy is loaded. A lot of great standard features and plenty of leg room, headroom, knee room. This one does have the power sliding moonroof, so that takes away a little bit of headroom, but I think you'll be just fine if you're under 6'4". You should be fine for headroom. As far as leg room goes, take a look down here so you can see I'm 5'7". I've got the seat all the way back. I could not drive this car with the seat all the way back, so there's plenty of leg room. Of course, with the power height adjustment and the tilt and the power recliner, there's plenty of options there as well. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel makes it handy for people with shorter or longer arms as well. So the steering wheel itself is leather wrapped. It does not come standard with a heated steering wheel on the Bronze Edition. Of course, a driver's side airbag. We've got controls on this side for the information center, which is up here. We've got volume controls, voice activation, Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone. Over on this side is the cruise control controls, dynamic radar cruise control setting, lane tracing or lane departure on and off, and you can change your radio stations here as well. It is an electronic steering system, so pretty darn smooth. Wiper controls for the front wipers here, and your rear washer wiper controls are here, both with intermittent settings on those as well. And then heading over to this side, we've got our headlight controls. We do have auto on and off for our headlights, also auto high beams on and off, and then LED fog light controls are right here as well. As far as the instrument cluster goes, on the left here are the controls or the gauges for your hybrid synergy system, charge, eco, and power mode, engine temperature gauge. I like the blue on the black, kind of that chronographic look there, pretty cool. On this side is your speedometer, your fuel gauge, and the gas doors on the driver's side. And then in the middle here, there's a small screen, and that's a 7-inch screen, and that's going to provide you with some of your information as far as your fuel economy. All of the switching between or toggling between things are going to be right here on the steering wheel, so fingertip controls. There's an compass there. You've got outside temperature. There's clocks. There's your energy monitoring system, and then you can change your safety sense settings. So you've got lane departure, pre-collision, cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross traffic alert. You can turn all of those things on and off to suit your individual preferences. Heading over to the center stack here. So this is a new system, at least the software is, for the 2023 models. Toyota is now developing all their own software for their sound systems. So it's a 12.3-inch system. This is not your top-of-the-line JBL system, but it is a pretty nice system. It does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Alexa compatible. I've mentioned this in other videos. One of the things that they've done with the newer setup, they've gotten rid of all the buttons. So there's only one button, and it's the volume on and off, and it's all the way over here on the passenger side. And some people have said they like it there. I just think it's odd because you can't really reach it from the driver's seat. Yes, there's controls here on the steering wheel, but in my Toyota, I tend to just reach over to the knob. Maybe it's just habit, but it's not good or bad. It's just different. Some people have said it's over here for the passenger, but let's face it, for the most part, there's a driver behind the wheel 90% of the time. Well, 100% of the time, there's a driver behind the wheel. Down here, we've got our controls for our heating and air conditioning system. Just trying to throw some light down there. So we have heated seats. They're not ventilated. We have, of course, front window defrost, rear window defrost, front window de-icer. And then we also have automatic temperature control for front driver and front passenger, so you can sync those up. And then the Highlander has 3 different heating and air conditioning controls, for one for the driver, one for the passenger, and then a third one in the back seat. And you turn that on here, and then they can control their own climate settings over here as well. So everybody can do their own thing, if you will, when it comes to heating and air conditioning. Further down, you've got some vents here, 4-way hazards, push button starts over here. The dashboard on the Bronze Edition does have this bronze or tan stitching here, and this is padded as well, Softex fabric. This is all painted like a silver metallic or gray metallic. There's a nice little storage cubby over here. And then this edition does come standard with the wireless charging. So the Bronze, you can just drop your cell phone down here and away it goes. It charges automatically. In the event that you need some additional charging opportunities, there's a USB, 2 USB-Cs, and then there's a 12 volt here as well. So all combined, there's 5 different ways to charge things up front. The shifter on here is a leather wrap shift. This does have the CVT automatic transmission. I want to go ahead and show you the backup camera there as well. So it's a pretty good view. There's a Tacoma parked right behind me right now. Notice though, these lines, they're not dynamic, so they don't have a path projection, but it is pretty clear and easy to see out the back. Probably not as vibrant in color as I would like it, but still pretty darn good. We've got 2 cup holders here. Of course, you do get 2 remote keyless entry fobs, and then there's a number of switches down here. So you do have a trail mode if you want to take it off-road a little bit. I recommend light off-road driving, like from the parking lot at the park to the pavilion type of off-road driving. We do have an EV mode. EV mode's interesting because that really isn't to drive at full speeds in electric vehicle mode. It's really for driving at slow speeds in parking garages, or let's say you get home and you want to finish up a podcast or something like that. You can push EV mode and then it will turn off the gas engine and run on electric only. Traction control here. Parking brake controls are here for hold and normal parking brake. And then we do have 3 separate drive modes: Sport, Normal, and Eco. So if you want a little bit different performance, you can use that to control the overall shifting of the CVT automatic. As far as your center console altogether, a lot of silver trim throughout here. More of that bronze stitching here on the armrest. And then this armrest kind of rolls back like a roll-top desk, so it doesn't open up, it slides back like so. There's a little odds and ends tray down in here. There, and then it's pretty darn deep. Lots of room, and then there is one more place to plug in a 12 volt as well down here. So again, a lot of places up front to plug stuff in. 6 total different spots to plug stuff in just in the front seat. Here's a quick look again at the seats themselves. A little bit different fabric on here with Softex edged, and then more of the bronze look here with the racing stripe, if you will. Height adjustable headrest and seat belts, passenger assist handle there, lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. And then as far as your overhead here, we've got a number of switches, so on and off for your overhead lights. These are your controls for the moonroof, open and close. And then your safety connect right here, so if you need roadside assistance, tap that and Toyota will get you the help you need. And then finally, a place for your sunglasses. And there's also a kid catcher mirror here as well, convex mirror, so you can see what's going on in the back seat. And then as far as your rear view mirror goes, this is the automatic dimming mirror, and then there's garage door openers for your HomeLink system as well, so you can set up your garage door opener and or your lighting systems at home. Take a quick look at our glove box. It does have a locking glove box. Not all Toyotas do, and it's a nice sized glove box that comes with the owner's manuals as well. Passenger side airbag here, side curtain airbags up in the A pillar there as well. So let's go ahead and jump in the back seat and check that out. Here's a quick look up front from the back seat, and I have to say this sunroof comes in handy. It lets in a lot of extra light. The one thing that I really appreciate about the Highlander is the amount of legroom in the back seat. Take a look at that. I mean, there's 8, maybe 10 inches of knee room here. These seats slide forward and backwards as well. There's pockets on the backs of the seats, both seats. Automatic temperature control back here, so the rear seat passengers can do whatever they want to do. We've got 2 USB ports down here and a 120 traditional outlet down there as well. I will say that as far as these two go here, I don't know about this one, but these two here, I would have liked Toyota to mount them up higher, maybe up in this area, because when you're sitting here and you've got the 3-foot cord, you're probably going to trip over it and pull it out. So I wish Toyota would move it up a little bit higher. I have seen other vehicles where it's actually mounted up in the seat here as well, but definitely bring it up higher if you can, Toyota. I think that would make a lot of sense. Not that I'm making sense to anybody, but maybe somebody's listening. Captain's chairs in the back seats here with folding armrests. They recline back. Here's your vents for your rear seat heating and air conditioning. Passenger assist grips with coat hooks. Overhead lights here. And then notice the back windows have those retractable shades as well. So if you've got little ones in car seats back here, all you have to do is grab this right here, bring it up like that, and you add some extra protection from the sun, especially for babies. These are privacy glass windows, but these sure come in handy as well. They're not power, but I'll bet you'll love one when you have one with those. As far as the doors go, silver door handle, more of that bronze stitching we saw up front. A couple pockets, places down there, and there's speakers down there in the doors as well. We'll take a quick look into the back seat. Pretty standard on the captain's chair layout. So first thing you can do is you can fold this seat down like so. Now you can run long items up through from the trunk. You can also bring this seat forward like this. Makes it easier for the little ones to climb in and out of the back. You can also do the same thing on the other side. And of course you can always drop that all the way down. And then this does have the 3-passenger bench seat. We'll take a look at that when we jump in the trunk. So let's go ahead and do that. So the tailgate on the Highlander does raise up nice and high and out of the way. It is power, and it's also programmable. So you can set it up so that when you open it, it doesn't go up too high. If you have a low ceiling in your garage, it's not going to hit your garage door. You can just program it that way. It also has a kick sensor, so if you kick underneath it when it's not running, it'll automatically close and open. Now this one does have the all-weather floor mat package, so you get the high-quality floor mats with the Highlander branding on there. And then down underneath here is a storage compartment with your tools. Also a nice place to stash your stuff. Keep it out of sight, out of mind, particularly emergency equipment like jumper cables or first aid kits or flares or what have you. Also, this does have the 120-volt outlet back here. There's another speaker in the back here as well. Of course, seat belts across the back. The rear seat, this floor mat actually covers all the way up over the back of the seat, so that's really nice. Seats fold down 40-60%. All you have to do is grab it like this. Notice the headrest falls into place, and then take a look at how much room there is when you do that. Backseat passengers do have cup holders. There's tethers for your child safety seats back here. I can drop this one down. Same thing. I've got the floor mats in the way up there, but that'll fold down flat. And we have dual cup holders on this side as well as your seat belts. So a lot of room back there, especially once you drop that seat down. And that power lift gate, there's a button up here, or as I said, you can kick as well, but it won't work in the kick when the vehicle's running, which it is right now. So that's a quick look at the new 2023 Toyota Highlander Special Edition, Bronze Edition, built off the XLE platform or trim. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. This is Tony here at Smart Toyota, Madison, Wisconsin. Thanks for watching.